For the last of 2.5 years, I am one of the few, if not the only, child operating in refugee camps and in Greece and Mediterranean Sea. I can say with a great confidence that we are witnesses that will affect most of us. It will change our world. I live in Haifa, but nowadays I spend most of my time abroad. During my time of the Greek island of Lesbos and on the rescue boats in Mediterranean Sea, thousands of refugee boats arrived to shoreline, crowded with more than 1.5 million refugees. One fourth of them are children, feeling war and hardship. Each boat carries different suffering and traumas from Syria, Iraq, Afghanistan, and different countries in Africa. In the last three years alone, more than 12,000 refugees and hundreds of thousands lost their souls and mental health due to this cruel and experiences. I want to tell you about Omar, a 5 years old Syrian refugee boy who arrived to the shore on Lesbos on a crowded rubber boat, crying, frightened, unable to understand what is happening to him. He was right on the verge of developing a new right away that this was golden hour, a short period of time in which I could change his story. I could change his story that he would tell himself for the rest of his life. I could reframe his memories. I quickly held down my hands and said to his shaking mother in Arabic, أعطيني الولد أخوتي نفس, give me a boy and take a breath. His mother gave him to me. Omar looked at me with scared, tearful eyes and said, Ammo, uncle in Arabic, شو هذا? What is this? As he pointed out to the police helicopter hovering above us. It's a helicopter. It's here for a photograph you with cameras. Because only the great and the powerful heroes like you, Omar, can cross the sea. Omar looked at me, stopped crying, and asked me, أنا بطل, I'm a hero. I talked to Omar for 15 minutes. I gave his parents some godness, decreases, disorder, and other mental health issues, preparing Omar to get an education, join the workforce, raise a family, and beyond. How? By simulating the gold memories that will be stored in the emotional storage of human brain. These memories will fly um, if they are reactivated in the future. To Omar, the smell of the sea will not just remind him of his traumatic journey for Syria, because to Omar, his story is now a story of bravery. This is the power of golden hour, which can reframe his trauma and establish a new narrative. But Omar is only one out of more than 350,000 children without the proper mental health support in his crisis alone. 300 350,000 children and me. We need mental health professionals to join rescue team during times and active crisis. This is why my wife and a friend co-founded Humanity Crew, one of a few aid organization in the world that specialized in providing professional aid and first response mental health to refugees and displaced population. To provide them with a suitable intervention, we create a four-step approach, a work plan that follow refugees on each step of other journey, starting inside sea on the rescue boats as a mental health lifeguards, later in the camps, hospital, and through our online clinic that breaks down boards and overcomes languages, and ending in asylum countries, helping them integrate. Since our first mission in 2015, Humanity Crew and 194 delegation of qualified trained volunteers and therapists, we have provided 26,000 hours of mental health support to over 10,000 refugees. We can all do something to prevent this mental health catastrophe. We need to acknowledge that first aid is not just needed for the body, but it has also to include the mind, the soul. The impact on the soul is hardly visible, but the damage can be there for life. Let's not forget that this distinguishes us human from machines is the beautiful and delicate soul within us. Let's try harder to save more Omars. Thank you.